Yeah, the big elephant in the room. And I need, what's it called? I need some clips and stuff like that. I need people to send me video clips of Blanca and Sakura, because that's the big news today. The big news today is that Fortnite is after my ass again, and they're including legacy fighting game characters once again in their Fortnite video game, in their Fortnite gaming experience. I feel like a lot of people might have forgotten where this whole story came from, but long story short, back when Ryu and his beautiful face showed up in Fortnite, when the Street Fighter first appeared, I had a pretty unique opportunity to work with Epic on that reveal slash big debut of Street Fighter being a thing in Fortnite. And like a complete idiot, I declined arguably one of the biggest sponsorship opportunities of my entire life. I declined it because I just had no interest in playing that version of Fortnite. I never wanted to play that version of Fortnite. I never thought about learning how to build things into the sky, or had any real big inclination to jump into the game at the time. And then suddenly it seemed that everything that had been happening since then has been lining up with a very close approximation of stuff that I had said, this is what they will have to do to get me to play Fortnite. And you don't even have to sponsor me, right? You don't even have to sponsor me. And one of those things, believe it or not, was the no build mode. It's not the only thing though, right? I had several stipulations, right? Okay? I had several specific things that I was saying that you need to specifically do this with the game and I'll give it a shot. And number one was actually the fact that I didn't want to build things to play the game. Crazy enough, that took about like a year, and now it's gone. Like, whoa, okay, dang, they're really getting there. The craziest thing is that over the past year, there might have been characters that were included that would have made me possibly give it a shot, like Ripley being in the game, like Ripley and like a Xenomorph. The Predator was added, Gambit was added, Rogue was added, Ryu and Chun-Li, and then Cammy and Guile, and now Sakura and, oh, Jill and Chris, now Sakura and Blanca. All very good efforts, right? But things need to line up. What I'm saying is that you're not just going to get me to stick both of my cheeks into Fortnite and just have my way with the game. Nah. If they're coming for this ass, things got to line up. There has to be a certain temporal eclipse in the universe where all the stars have to line up or some shit. Because, yeah, the no build thing is there, but that's not the only stipulation I got. Fortnite needs to have no building and also include a renowned, if not beloved, fighting game character or a personal favorite character of my own. There's quite a few characters that can actually fill those shoes, right? There's quite a few. I'm pretty blown away that with all these Street Fighter characters, there is no Ken. And I would say, if there was no building still, and Ken was added to Fortnite, hopefully looks better than Street Fighter V. If Ken shows up and there's no building, I'll try Fortnite. I'll fire it up for the first time. I'll put the chat in like moderator mode, or I'll put the chat in like specifically a mode where you can't give me any suggestions, because I don't want anything, right? I don't even know what the buttons do in the game. I have zero clue. So I would just go in and run around and just figure out like what the hell is going on. Ken, characters like Cloud, characters like Strider, characters like Rock or Terry, Siegfried from Soul Calibur, like you just start going out full gore, you know. Lin Kurosawa from Alien versus Captain Commando, like, anyway, there's quite a few characters, you know. I think you guys have a pretty good idea of the stipulations I would have in regards to a Fortnite style character that would show up in some way. What if it was like Sub-Zero? No, I would say probably not. I would say if it was like a mainstay Mortal Kombat character, that's a good effort, but probably not, you know? I don't think that one would fill into my personal get me into it-isms. So there's definitely quite a few, right? And I think if there's one that'll definitely do it, that I hope some rumors and random stuff does eventually come true. Yeah, if it was Sephiroth or something, Cloud Strife, right? If Cloud was added to Fortnite in a similar vein that, you know, he was added to Smash Brothers or something, I'd lose my damn mind. What about Spawn? I'd be pretty down with Spawn. Oh, hell yeah. If Spawn was added to Fortnite, I'd play Fortnite. Predator was added to Fortnite, but it didn't line up, right? That's the problem, is that that's like old news now, right? Predator just being in Fortnite wasn't going to be the thing that would be the thing to get me in there. I have a lot of caveats is what I'm trying to say. That's where we're at right now. That's where the story is. And yes, it's pretty crazy that Sakura is in Fortnite and she has like all of her crazy dances and stuff. Hold on a second. Oh my God. What the hell? Can every character do this now? I don't know how this works. Gaming Legends series? Oh no, we're talking about Sakura's a retro legend now? Oh no, oh no. Oh God. That's amazing. Okay, this is acceptable, less amazing. Acceptable. Right, I can only give Blanca credit because, you know, all of us played Blanca in Street Fighter 2 in the arcades when we were hella young. Blanca was the character that we all first picked. Nobody picked any other character. If you were a kid, you picked Blanca. That's just the way it goes. There's no arguments about this. And it is kind of neat, right? It is sort of cool that Blanca's in there. It's just Sakura is the real deal. What they did with this character is genuinely super cool. This is some genuinely super cool shit. Man. And I gotta give its credit to Fortnite. Fortnite's trying their ass off, man. Like my main theme for my stream has been the Street Fighter EX version of Sakura's theme because I love it so much. Has the energy of fighting games that I love to like spread across the world. It is really cool. And I feel bad that I've missed out on some other characters that are in there, because from what I understand, Fortnite's a game where you can acquire the skins, but for limited periods of time. I really have no idea how it works. Which sucks, because if I did eventually get into it, I would like to go back and get like Gambit and Rogue and Predator and Ripley, but apparently it's like, it's one of those FOMO things, like the fear of missing out. You got to jump in and get it now. They're limited time. Yeah, that sucks. I get it. I understand. I get it, okay? And I feel it, right? It's not that I'm trying to, like, hold out on this. It's not that I'm, like, waiting for another sponsorship opportunity or something like that. I genuinely feel like an idiot that I didn't take this ridiculously generous thing that Epic Games, like, practically just sat on my, like, put on my lap, this huge, wonderful, giant opportunity to expand my audience, much less have something that it feels like, man, like feels like you guys are doing this for me. This is so cool. And I said no because I don't want to do anything different than what I'm doing. I don't want to do it. Like, I don't want to learn how to build things and do all this stuff. I was very stubborn. I think it is really cool that Fortnite has gone out and become another video game's the video game. But there's been like a funny conversation about all this Fortnite stuff where it's like, man, Fortnite's able to go out and get all these characters and throw them in here and, you know, get Sakura and Blanca and Chris and Jill. It's like they got more Marvel vs. Capcom in it than any Marvel vs. Capcom's ever had at this point. But there is like there's a big caveat to that, and it's that Fortnite is just skins, right? Every character essentially plays the same. When Fortnite characters show up in Fortnite, or guest characters do, they are completely different than guest characters in like fighting games, right? Because I've seen a lot of people have this like comparison where it's like, hey man, if like Fortnite can do all this and get all this success, if even games like Brawlhalla can do it, from what I gather, a lot of these games, they're like skins, right? They're just costumes over existing gameplay, in a similar way that like Black Lightning was over Raiden in Injustice 2. They're like mostly the same character, and I think that's actually a big opportunity, right? I think that's an opportunity that fighting games should probably go towards in the future. And even Street Fighter V has had a pretty big amount of success with that. with their like skins over characters and stuff, where it's like, hey, you know what? Rashid looks like Airman, right? No, that's okay. I mean, that is cool. That is something, but a skin over existing assets, right, is completely different than a guest character in a fighting game. Brand new fighting game characters are genuinely much more work, right? It's not just the visual elements of it. It's not just getting the approval from the respective parties. It's like you got to create gameplay that honors the thing that they come from, but also makes them feel like they're in the thing that they're in. You know, it's a big, crazy deal. And it's one of the reasons why I personally really love to see how guests appear in fighting games, because they have to keep all of this like nuance to them. They have to keep all of these things that belong to where they came from. Perfect examples of that, like the best example of that is the Versus series, and I'd say even Smash Brothers, right? Where Smash Ultimate was doing their absolute damnedest to keep as much reference and reverence to where they came from in the gameplay of those characters. But that mostly happens for everything. Geese and Tekken, Killer Instinct characters coming from like guest characters in KI coming from completely different things that are not KI. Like all of it to me is genuinely cool, right? And what I'm trying to say is that this crossover stuff is just the future, right? It's been the future since 2002, maybe 2003, when Soul Calibur 2 originally did it, right? And that's all I'm trying to say from all this Fortnite, like, crazy mania stuff that's happening right here, where Sakura's in the game, and there's Chris and Ryu and Alien and Predator, and Thanos is moving his fat cheeks everywhere. I think it's one of those things where this needs to be something, at least for the fighting game genre, that is at least utilized. And I feel like the fighting games that like don't utilize it are just leaving themselves out of expansive efforts. It's one of those things that I hope happens a lot more. And even Sakura doing her damn shuffle dance that we've been seeing since Alpha 2 with her Alpha 2 music in Fortnite is ridiculously exciting. It's stupid cool. Like, what the shit, man? Well, that's so cool. Somebody obviously likes fighting games over there, which I very much appreciate. So all we got to do, Fortnite, all you got to do is just stick Fulgore in there. Stick any Killer Instinct character, right? Microsoft, let them have them. Put Rock Howard and Terry Bogard, right? Let's have a KO. Let's have some, like a full King of Fighters roster added to Fortnite, right? Let's really confuse all those crazy kids.